All right, so this comes from, I think it's the tinybuddha.com website, and it's just an article here. And I really like, it's by Karen Mead, and she writes in here a little bit about her experience. So I am going to read this. It's not going to be that long, but I think it's going to be really useful to you guys. So one of the quotes that she starts out with here is, "We must never forget that it is through our actions, words, and thoughts that we have a choice." And I can't pronounce the name, but it's like something like Sagal Rinpoche is who said that. And now she writes, "I grew up deep in the Bible Belt in Texas, and along with that came the teaching that certain beliefs were never to be questioned. This kept life simple and reduced choices, but it also left me with the baggage of dogmas I no longer accept. One of the mainstay beliefs was, it is better to give than to receive." Let me know in the comments if that's something that you were brought up with believing. It's better to give than to receive. I knew I grew up Catholic, and I think that was a very, very good, that was a very strong belief that was in here from my Catholic school. Somehow this one has held on in my head, in my heart, deep in my innermost belief system. Never mind that it makes no logical sense. To give requires someone to receive. So for someone, it must be better to receive. I just don't know who that person is. All my life, I have practiced giving religiously, even while longing to receive. I even wound up with a career in the gift industry. Talk about commitment. I could be counted on not only to give material and monetary gifts, but also to give my time, my support, and my skills. And then I would be angry for feeling depleted, and all the while still giving. So how many of you can relate to this, right? Just giving, giving, giving. As empaths, as codependents, this is what we do. Now this is where some of you are going to be like, wow, I never thought of it that way. Because when I read it, I was like, no one ever taught me how to receive. Not a compliment. I'm a master at countering any comment with insight about all my faults, right? So someone will give you a compliment and you're like, someone will say, oh, I like the shirt. Oh, it was like $2, right? And we counter it with some kind of negative comment back. Not a gift. I immediately feel the need to give something in return, preferably bigger. This is me. I never allowed anyone to give me something. I was doing something and somebody was like, I think I was reading a book and they're like, look back in your life to see if you owe anybody anything. And when I looked back on my life, I was like, I don't owe anybody anything. And it's because if they did something for me, I would give beyond what they gave me. And that's exactly because I wasn't allowed to receive what people were giving me. I'll look at your comments in 1 second. Not a kindness. I wave people away from helping me in a grocery line, no matter that I'm dropping bread as I speak. So say her cart's overloading and things are falling and she's like, no, I don't need your help. No, it's okay, I don't need your help, right? We don't allow ourselves to receive the help we need. I know I did this as a mother as well. Like, no, it's okay. I got my kids. Like, we'll watch your kids for you. No, it's okay. I got it, right? We're not allowed to receive. We don't allow ourselves to receive. How could I have gone through so much life and have no experience with such a fundamental act as the ability to receive? As I begin to examine this, I realize for me, receiving involves vulnerability. When I give, I was like, wow. When I give, I feel in charge. When I receive, I feel less. I'm going to stop there for a second, check out your comments. Let me know if that resonates with you. We feel in charge. So she keeps going. Give feels like an action word. Receive feels like something passive. Yet I can see how mistaken I am. Giving and receiving are yin and yang, the equivalent of the infinity symbol, looping back and forth, neither side larger than the other, both integral to the larger whole. So this is you have to be able to give and receive, right? If, like she said in the beginning here, if I'm giving, someone's receiving. So then, you know, I did a video in the Facebook group about why are your needs less important than somebody else? So why is it okay for somebody else to receive what you're giving, but it's not okay for you to receive what other people are giving to you? I'm learning to practice this shift into comfortable receiving, slowly, one baby step at a time. I receive a compliment with a simple thank you, no matter that inside I'm discounting the words. This is a learned skill. I can learn this. I can let the words sink in and fill my empty spaces. I can accept a gift with a thank you and let that be enough, sitting on my hands to keep from jumping up to return the favor. I can let others help me with the grace and the profound gratitude that someone wants to be of service. I can let others have the fun of giving. So think about that. And this is one of the things that helped me start to receive, is that I know how good I feel when I give to somebody. So how am I to take that away from somebody else to give to me? Right? So if you think about it that way, you're not allowing somebody else to feel that greatness inside of them because they're giving, they're helping, because you won't allow them to help you. And ultimately, this is how I can give more easily, by learning to refill my needs through receiving, right? So replenishing our energy. I am also learning about giving. That giving to quench my own need will never be enough. When I give, not from a full heart, but from an empty space that needs recognition, I'm exhausted. Giving from my own need leads to resentment, victimhood, and financial distress. Yet I know that giving from a full heart is replenishing and sustaining. It brings joy into my own life. This is really important. This is in my mentorship in week 6, where we talk about boundaries. We get really, it's not just about boundaries, it's about the needing and the wanting and all of this. And this is exactly what we talk about, because she's basically saying she's giving with expectations. She's giving something and expecting to receive a thank you, or expecting to, you know, have that validation. But she says that when you're doing that, because then people, this is the thing, this is where I talk about a lot with my clients, is it's like you gave something, expecting something in return, expecting them to follow something, expecting them to say thank you, expecting something from them. And then when you don't get that, you get all resentment and anger, and it's like you don't matter, and it actually hurts yourself. And that's what she's talking about here, where it is depleting her energy, where when you give just to give and you expect nothing in return, that's when it's going to bring your energy up. So she goes through 5 steps of learning how to receive. So I'm going to share these with you, and then we're going to go into an energy healing to open your energy up to receiving. So she says, for myself, I have created 5 reminders to help me as I learn this new skill. 1 is to begin. I must accept the basic premise that I am enough. That before I give a thing, before I receive anything, I am enough just standing here. The act of giving or receiving doesn't change this at all. Number 2, I am becoming more discerning with giving. I'm learning to examine my needs as well as the needs of others, to see when my gift is truly given from love and when it comes with expectations, to see when the expectations are self-imposed and when they come from others. Okay, so it might be expected we give because other people expect us to give, or where we give to expect something from others, which is the self-imposed. Number 3, I am making room in my life for receiving. This includes being aware of all the ways I can receive, whether it is accepting kind words or a stranger's smile, or being let into the stream of traffic. I know that as I receive, I am becoming more comfortable with the art of receiving. I am staying conscious of how my receiving empowers those who are giving to me. Number 4 is I am relaxing into the feeling of receiving. I'm becoming okay with the feeling of openness that is necessary to truly receive. I allow this open space to be available to receive. And number 5 is I remind myself that this is fun and joyful. There's no reason not to join in the fun. So how do you open to receiving? So I hope that makes sense. I hope it resonates with you guys. I thought it was really a good article to share with you, especially when we're opening up to receiving. And for some reason, they're just telling me like now, like March is a really important month for you to open up to receive. I feel as though there's going to be, after doing a lot of these, I'm not even done yet, but like after doing a lot of these readings, there's a lot of shit going down in March. So the more that you can be open to receiving from the universe rather than shutting yourself down and saying, I don't need any help, you know, open yourself up to receiving how the universe can help you this in the month of March here. Okay. So go ahead and get comfortable. And go ahead and take a deep breath in. And close your eyes. Give your body a nice stretch. Really kind of sink in. And let it out. And take another deep breath in. And we're going to call your spirit guide to be right next to you at this point, to really help you to open up to receiving and to really give you some messages that you need to hear throughout the session. Go ahead and let that out. I'm getting Archangel Gabriel as well as Archangel Michael and a little bit of Archangel Ariel. She'll be here as well. So go ahead and take another deep breath in as we call those archangels to our sides. And then go ahead and let it out. All right, just picture your heart opening. Picture the green light just shining out of your heart chakra, opening yourself to receiving whatever the universe, whatever other people, whatever comes your way, to just let it in and allow yourself to receive. Whatever comes in, let it come in and let it flow out. Here we go. and take a deep breath in. And let it out. Take another deep breath in, give your body a nice little stretch. And then go ahead and let that out. And go ahead and do it again. One deep breath in. Bring yourself back to reality. And then go ahead and let it out. Okay. So a couple of things that I did write down here. They actually said to play a game this week and to see how much you can receive. And when you do receive, like the little things, a comment, somebody helping you, somebody opening the door for you, whatever it is, like play the game and just see this week, like how much you can receive and how much you are receiving, but maybe have not acknowledged that you were receiving or saying thank you or being grateful for it. I also have here, stop taking things so seriously. We are here to have fun. We're here to learn our lessons, but we're here to be in that higher vibration. So don't take things too seriously. Don't worry about what people are giving you or if they have expectations of what they're giving to you. You have the boundaries. Just because they expect something doesn't mean you need to give it to them. Oh, okay. I was like, what did I write here? Give without expectation. So see how much this week you can just give from your heart without expecting anything, but also be aware of maybe when you are giving to expect something in return. This was really cool. The universe is abundant and I'm allowed to be part of it because I am part of it. The energy that I felt just showed like the abundance of the universe and like how much money and love and just like everything, energy is just so immaculately abundant. And we have to realize that you're allowed to have some of that. You're allowed to be part of that because you are part of the universe. We all come from the same place. So each one of us, there's no reason why someone should be able to receive a lot more than what you're receiving. So be part of it, be equal in that. Be grateful for the little things. Be careful here, don't focus on what you don't have. Focus on what you do have. So there's a little mindset shift there. When we focus on what we don't have, we're manifesting more of not having that, okay? So love, money, career, time, whatever it is. Excuse me. And then I have an affirmation here. I am enough and I am worthy of receiving. So you might want to just say that like a couple times a day during this week to just open yourself of receiving. So love to all of you. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful week. Bye.